What is up, everyone? JD here. I hope you're doing well today. I got an interesting budget knife to get into with you. Let's jump into it. All right, guys, this one is a very interesting option from Tacray. This is the Tarcus. You have the laminate carbon fiber on top, crossbar locking knife, fold over steel pocket clip, not reversible. A little bit of a miss with the ambidextrous lock, in my opinion, but hey, who am I to say at this price point that they could have offered it and kept this price point? I don't know. Maybe it's extra to do the hardware setup that way. I do like the fact that this has an opening hole. The tune on that crossbar lock is very nice, and you can get an easy four-finger grip on here. Nice thin geometry, D2 steel coated blade, so it is going to protect that from being corroded. And then you do have a cartridge style steel liner in here on top of the G10 underneath the carbon fiber laminate. Very nice action, feels very smooth. The bearings kind of ride to me almost like they're steel, not ceramic. I feel like if they were ceramic, they'd be a little bit smoother, but these could be ceramic. And let me just double check because I didn't see on Amazon that it called it out. But let me just double check really quick while we're on camera to see. So let's see. Yeah, 3.5-inch D2 steel blade. Just calls it coated. Yeah, they're not calling it out in the pictures. I'm just going to double check the description. Yeah, nothing on the description, guys. So I'm betting at this price point, dollars to donuts, that this is a stamped bearing with steel balls in there. Just doesn't feel as smooth as ceramic to me. But again, detent's done well, good ergos, comfortable in hand. It is a flat scale, a little bit sharper on the edge. They maybe could knock it down a little bit more, but it's not even a hot spot, so I'm not going to complain about it. Cutting performance on this was fine. It felt slicey. It definitely went through the catalog paper with no issues, and then it was such a thin geometry, it just absolutely shredded through the cardboard. And at the end, it was a little chipped up, but it did strop right back. So I'm not sure about the heat treat on this D2. I'm betting it's probably somewhere around 56 to 58, probably a little bit lower if I had to speculate off of the little bit of cutting that I did with this, because normally D2 can hold that toothy edge really, really well. Good edge termination on here for sure. And again, it does work well with that crossbar lock. So they do have the geometry and spring setup tuned very nicely. Let's do some size comparisons, guys. All right, really quick, here it is against the Momo and Mini Momo. And as you can see, it is actually a little bit closer in size to the Mini Momo than it is the full size. Now, the full size is a very large knife, so I'm going to do a couple more size comparisons and then we'll weigh it. All right, here it is against the CMB Made Knives Predator, which it's more in line with, might even be a hair longer. I'm at an angle, so I'm not sure. And the Artisan Home, which I think is a little bit smaller in size. So again, it is a nice full-size grip. I know that the full-size Momo probably made it look smaller, but I think these are probably better comparisons and to give you a little bit of perspective. All right, let's grab the scale and check the weight on this one. All right, scale out and on. Let's see what the Tarcus comes in at. Coming in at 2.7 ounces, so very competitive. In weight, this is probably going to be similar to the Para 3 Lightweight, Manix 2 Lightweight as far as the weight goes. It's going to be a little bit heavier than a Bug Out, but not bad. Very good weight on this. Very impressive. All right, time for final thoughts and impressions on the Tacray Tarcus. If you're not familiar, I grade on a scale of 1 to 10. 1's the worst, 10 is the best, but knives with budget-friendly materials such as D2 and G10 carbon fiber laminate, those can only go up to a 7 as the max score. So if this were to hit a 7, that would be the ultimate perfect EDC. What goes into that is going to be ergos, performance, both opening, closing, and cutting. It is going to be aesthetics, which is subjective, and it's going to be fit, finish for value. So meaning how much did you pay and how good is the fit and the finish. And that's where I'm going to start. Fit and finish on this is really good. I would have liked ceramic bearings, but I have a feeling that would have pushed it up over 30. As is, this is an under $30 knife with a very thin, slicey D2 steel blade. The fit and finish on this example that I have here right in front of me is really good. The reason I call that out is because you could get one at this price point that maybe isn't that great. In that instance, I would just suggest returning it and asking for a replacement, because if you get the replacement that is fit like this, finished like this with this type of fitment, you're going to be very, very satisfied. Good ergos. They missed on not making the pocket clip reversible too. In my opinion, I think that would have been a little bit better. I do like the fact that they tried to do the laminate carbon fiber to stand out at this price point, but for me, honestly, it probably would have preferred the G10. Having said all of that, for me on this particular one, I'm at a 5.7. Now, that is against a cap of 7, so I think this scores very well. Money for value really helps this one out. The D2, they don't indicate the heat treat. Again, the little bit of cutting that I did with it makes me think that it's a little bit low. I don't know if I could ask at this price point for them to get that a little bit higher, but if they could, that would be outstanding. Even if you wanted to call it, $30, $35, put ceramic bearings on there, increase your heat treat, and reverse your pocket clip on here, I think this starts to creep up on the scale a lot for me personally. But good weight, and very impressed with this particular model. Would love to hear what you guys think about this one down in the comments below. I will link it for you. It is an affiliate link too, so if you use it, it'll help the channel, but that is totally up to you guys. Let me know what you think about this one. If you enjoyed the video, a like would be appreciated. If you're enjoying the content, definitely consider subscribing. Love to have you follow along. A special shout out and thanks to all of my channel members out there. I love you guys. I'm out of here. I hope all of you have a fantastic week. I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Peace.